Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Shopping with Elyse. We are going to be talking about a few different things today because obviously there's a lot going on leading up to the holidays. This past month and also October has been engagement season. So a lot of people have been getting engaged, and if you really want to commemorate your wedding day, Time Capsule is the perfect opportunity to do that, as well as the fact that it was Veterans Day yesterday. So we're kind of having a little bit of a combination episode, but I really want to highlight the variety that we have here at Not Forgotten so that you guys understand there are 6 products to choose from, and it's your pick on which one you want to utilize to save your legacy so that your future, your friends, your family, your loved ones can learn from you for up to 300 years from now. So that's 10 generations of your family. Again, there are 6 products that we're talking about, and Not Forgotten is a company that's actually based in the United States. So our company, the technology was done here, and it is a tech company, and we are here to archive your legacy and to save all of those precious digital media files that you have no idea what to do with, including the miscellaneous files that you have been trying to figure out how to store, whether that be an old voicemail from, your grandparents, or a letter that your grandpa wrote in the war and sent to your grandma. All of these tiny little random historical facts for your family. This is a great opportunity to store them, and we're going to be, talking about the opportunities that we have here. Now, for the Not Forgotten Time Capsules, I want to be very clear that all the products are digital, so when you do buy them on Amazon, you're going to be getting the luxury packaging, which looks like this. So I'm actually going to do an unboxing right now in the beginning, so if you just joined, stay tuned so we can show you what you're getting. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking they're buying a time capsule, so they're going to get something that they can bury in the backyard. We are doing digital time capsules because it makes it a lot easier to track, and it allows us to preserve things like videos, music, sound recordings, anything digital we can actually save. So we're taking it a step up from that traditional time capsule idea. We're putting an innovative twist on it, and you guys can join us in that mission. Now we have this envelope, which is what you'll be getting it in. Ignore my nails, they're usually done, but not today. So navy with the gold, perfect. When you open that up, you get a family tree activity. Obviously, we care about family here at Not Forgotten and memories, so you'll be building your Not Forgotten family tree, which is right here. It's on archival paper, so it'll last a lot longer, so you can build it with your family and stick it on the fridge, do whatever you want with it. Fill it out so that you know who in your family has completed a Not Forgotten time capsule, and so that you can build your own family tree. And, if a birthday or an event comes up and you don't know what to get someone in your family, you can look back at that tree and see if they've been gifted a time capsule yet. If not, you can give them one of them. Then we have a brochure. Now, this is the most valuable thing, in my opinion, in the envelope because it breaks down who we are as a company, our time capsules, what we do, what makes us different, highlight some of our customers and their stories with Not Forgotten, why they've chosen to do a time capsule and what they've, learned from it. Privacy policy, frequently asked questions, and contact us. So page 13, if you are not super techie, this is a great page to kind of look through and understand, what you have to do on your end and what we do for the account setup, managing your file, the data, and the metadata, and where we store it and archive it and things like that. So all of our time capsules actually center around a 30-minute video of you or your family members speaking about your life, whether that is predicting the future or just reflecting on how far you've come so far, and all the historical events that are happening right now as we speak, including, COVID, the pandemic. Just, it is a crazy time to live in the world right now, and what better way to kind of sit down, reflect, and save history than in a time capsule. And you'll be able to open up this video years from now. It's going to be in great shape and high quality, and you could show it to your friends and your family. Now, I'll read one of the frequently asked questions. Now, this one is, how can you make sure that my video finds my future ancestors? First, the videos need to be preserved and maintained, which our archivists will do. Then anyone looking for your video will surely start by searching for your name. Our aim is that they will find one of the records of your video either via a genealogy database, a database of library records, or the blockchain. These records will tell them where your video is held. And finally, they need to be able to access a copy of the video. They'll be able to contact our trust fund to obtain the information on how to retrieve your video. The information is currently published alongside the library records online. So the difference between Not Forgotten and other companies, I guess, is that we are a business, but we are also a registered special library, and we have a trust fund. So that means that whatever happens to us on the business end, if we go, we go under, we decide to start selling something completely different, we have systems in place to ensure the ultimate survival of your data and of your files. So again, if we're not around, the library is holding all of your files, and the trust fund is equipped with more than enough money to keep that cycle going, so that when I sit here and say we can preserve your files for up to 300 years, we absolutely can. And that indestructible business structure is what really differentiates us from groups around the country and the world. Not to mention, we are the technology behind the International Time Capsule Society. So we are experts in archival, and we are experts in preservation and technology, but Not Forgotten is nothing without the people that contribute to it. So when you guys create videos, we can put them into our library, and we're creating the Library of Human Experience. So if you want to contribute to that and contribute your story and your family's story, what a wonderful way to do so. So that brochure will actually wrap everything up and give you all the answers that you need, and also, give you an idea of why people do it. For example, on page 15, talking about Heather, why Not Forgotten? I have not been in particularly good health, but I kind of accept it. It's one of those things. So I'm pleased that I have created my Not Forgotten video so that I can add it to my genealogy source files and know that it will be there for hundreds of years. Their archive solution is really impressive. So obviously, great opportunity to create a video. And the brochure breaks that down. Put it on your coffee table, conversation starter, and really, understand what you're doing at Not Forgotten. Now, we also give you this, and it's to certify that you've created a video, that our trust fund is holding onto it, and at the bottom it tells you where to view the records in the Not Forgotten library when you do want to enjoy it. Same thing goes for the will and estate bequest. This is something that you can put into your will and file it away. Again, certifies that you've created a video, that we have it, that it's in our library, our trust fund is taking care of it, and you can locate it at the bottom through the WorldCat. Obviously, if you are giving this as a gift, we've included a little gift card, and you can just take it out and redeem your code right here online at our website. So that is what you will get when you buy it on Amazon. And every single time capsule is different, and we have 6 different products, and the cheapest one is $79.99. It's the 50-year DIY, and the most expensive is an in-home concierge, and that's $1,500, which is a complete experience with a videographer. 2 hours with them. They can film you or your loved one and interview them to make sure you walk away with a really meaningful, beautiful gift. Whether that is you celebrating Veterans Day or talking about your love story, since it is engagement season, and a lot of people I know are getting engaged. If you guys know anyone, and you're looking for a great wedding gift, this is definitely a good option, because our time capsules are never lost. So each time capsule is linked to your family history using GEDCOM, and it's mapped on the International Time Capsule Society. So like I said before, we have the technology behind the ITCS. Essentially, they had all of the physical time capsules in the world, including George Washington's time capsule, Nickelodeon, the TV channel, had one. And then we have all the digital time capsules in the world, so we decided, hey, let's merge together. And we have archived all of the physical time capsules. We've digitized them, put them into our library, and we have a map of all the registered time capsules in the entire world. So that's pretty cool. And if you guys make one, you might be the first people in your city, your town, maybe even state to ever create one. So the premium time capsules are cataloged on the WorldCat. Now, premium time capsules, I believe, consist of the memory box, the virtual time traveler, and the in-home concierge. And those are cataloged in the WorldCat. Now, the WorldCat is the world's largest library database, and you also have an option to record it on the blockchain. So for any tech lovers out there, we have a smart contract with Ethereum, and for an optional charge, you can do that if you would like to. Obviously, I'm not going to charge grandma an arm and a leg for something she doesn't understand, so blockchain remains optional for now. But number 2, we map all of our time capsules so that they never get lost, and we cover all time capsules against data rot and technology obsolescence. So data rot is huge. It's plaguing our industry and our memories, and we are going to protect you from data rot. And we do this using a combination of preservation policy, and data is stored in our climate controlled data vaults across the United States. So we make sure that we're taking care of your media, and that, you know, when you do want to access it and enjoy it with your family, that it's in high quality and that you can watch it and look at it, you know, future-proof storage, search, and access. So what data rot is just the general decay of your media over time, just like something that you have ages, whether that's, you know, an old apple or an old photograph. It turns brown. You could tell that it's quite old and that it has been around for a long time. Same thing goes with our digital media, so that if you have anything that's 10 years or older, it becomes highly susceptible to actually just falling apart. If you go to open up an old video or a photo and you get the file corrupt notification, it means that it's been infected by data rot. Now, if you are lucky enough to actually open up that video and you don't get that notification, you'll notice that the video, the quality has been degraded. So the sound might not be as great. It's pixelated, it's lagging, and you can't really see the video. It's not going to be as fresh as the day it's been filmed. At Not Forgotten, because of all the exclusive technology that we have, we don't, you know, none of our clients worry about data rot. We're constantly monitoring all of the data and switching it out to make sure that, you know, it's there and it's in high quality when you want to enjoy it. And we follow the U.S. Library of Congress and the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration archiving standards. So very, very high preservation standards here at Not Forgotten. And then lastly, we have our trust fund that takes care of them as well. They're safeguarded and protected by the Digital Preservation Trust, which has been established to ensure the survival of your data. So obviously that's what we're doing here. It's the whole point. So the trust fund is there to make sure that, you know, we can keep our promises to our customers. Reuters actually covered us, and they said that Not Forgotten strives for immortality, which exactly what we want. It's the wish that our audience has. They want to keep their photos, their videos, their sound recordings, everything for, you know, as long as they can. We want to preserve family stories. Now, all of these time capsules are mapped in those kinds of ways. They're protected. So let's go over it one more time. A permanent genealogy record of you is created and bound to your time capsule. Your time capsule is mapped on the International Time Capsule Society Registry. 3, your time capsule, you'll get a basic library record with it. And 4, you'll get a personalized library record depending on which product you choose. And number 5, it'll be cataloged in the WorldCat. Again, the WorldCat is the world's largest library catalog. So you get a lot of stuff there, a lot of security to make you feel, you know, confident. Rest assured that when you do make a video with us, or you want to just stuff a memory box full of, you know, miscellaneous family files and just turn that treasure box, you know, the treasure chest your family has of all the mementos and cards and paintings and all of these good memories, you can digitize them and put them in your time capsule. Whatever you want to do, we're going to take care of it and make sure that it is, you know, all good for when you want to view it. And I'm going to show you guys an example actually of one of our Not Forgotten members who has created a video and why she chose to do it.
I've lived most of my life in Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe, and we spent nearly 10 years in Livingstone in Zambia, which was absolutely wonderful, near the Victoria Falls. My dad was a crazy fisherman, and we had a wonderful life there. I went to university at Rhodes in South Africa for 2 years, didn't do anything much there except learn how to play bridge. And one thing that I do recall which was very special, we were so passionate about our country. But as I say, all came to an end. Remember petrol queues and shortages. And then we decided, no, we had to move to South Africa. I think one of the very tough things that happened in our life was when Jerry, my husband, left the family. And as I say, we've been separated for 30 years. We're still married, which is kind of crazy. But we sort of got through it, and he's moving into the flatlet in this house. So it's all quite odd, and everyone thinks it's quite strange, but it suits both of us, and we'll have entirely our own lives and do our own thing, but we'll be able to sort of look out for one another. Well, one of my great hobbies and interests is genealogy. So I've actually researched my lineage fairly extensively. So on my father's side, his family came out with the 1820 settlers to South Africa. On my mother's side, her mother was Scottish. My proudest accomplishments were the family tree books that I put together, and I printed them and published them myself and marketed them. And to see a book in your hand with your name on it is fantastic. It's wonderful. And I've carried on doing that, and I've got involved in all sorts of things, heraldry and family tree charts, and I've done work for various people. I'd just like to read this quote, which I find very meaningful, and it was of the words of Colonel Ernest Gain, who was my daughter's paternal great-grandfather. A people which takes no pride in the noble achievements of remote ancestors will never achieve anything worthy to be remembered with pride by remote descendants.
Okay, cool. So I hope that put it into perspective as to why these would be useful. I played Heather's video because I read Heather's quote from the booklet, the brochure that you guys will be receiving when you do purchase this on Amazon. Right now, there are Amazon Prime options. You can look through and decide which product is best for you. And if you guys are thinking of honoring your veterans, because yesterday was Veterans Day and Christmas, Hanukkah, all these Kwanzaa, all of these holidays are coming up. If you are thinking about a great gift to give to someone who is a veteran, Not Forgotten Time Capsule is a great one. And I actually wrote down some things that you could put in for veterans, just so you can get a better idea of how to fill a Not Forgotten Time Capsule. So if we're talking about veterans, they have walked away with a lot of different documents, important documents and records, like discharge papers, for example, and they also have enlistment papers that cover the whole time a soldier has arrived, if we're talking about, military and people like that. We have a lot of different photos. Now take photos of, uniforms and all of the history, and make sure that you are scanning them and putting them into your time capsule, because as we know, physical photos can start to really fade and become so discolored that at a certain point, you won't be able to even, look at them and enjoy them. And this is really easy to do, and it doesn't mean you're just putting them right in directly in front of sunlight, but just aging can take away all of the photo itself. Now, if you want to include any medals or other awards that your veteran has earned over the years, definitely please do that. And you can remember their accomplishments by including photos of these. I think the best thing, just side note, when you're making a digital time capsule, one of the best things about it is the fact that you can take a picture of the medal and, put it into your time capsule and remember it and honor your veteran, but you don't actually have to part with the medal. You can keep the physical copy at home safe with you, and then you can, keep the digital copy in the Not Forgotten Library to ensure that the legacy is passed on, that you remember what your veteran accomplished, and that nobody forgets, who they are and the sacrifice they've made, which I think is really important. And then mementos of, where someone served. I think that's really important. Also, letters that maybe your family received is always good. Love letters, diary entries, journal entries, and now that we have technology, any videos that you've ever been sent of them, any photos, any sound recordings, any voicemails. And then also just show what kind of person your veteran was. What did they like to do? What were their hobbies? What was their favorite food? What was their favorite music? In something like the memory box and some of our products that offer digital storage, you have enough space to drag and drop maybe an MP3 file of their favorite song, maybe they made a really good recipe. You can digitize and scan that family recipe so that you have it for a long time. You can even ask them to cook the recipe while they're on video and just start interviewing them in a really, calm setting, the kitchen. It's a very nice way to get people more comfortable so that they can talk about what they want to, as well as the fact that you now have the recipe on file, as well as exactly a step-by-step on how to make it according to the person that you're recording. So there's a lot of different things that you could do. Basically anything that is digital we can store, which is really great. So be sure to include everything that makes, whoever you're doing the time capsule about, they're very unique as a person. You should showcase that on these Not Forgotten Time capsules. So whether you are in engagement season, someone who's just gotten engaged, or you want to celebrate Veterans Day, or you're thinking about gifts for Christmas and Hanukkah and all the holidays coming up, definitely look into the Not Forgotten Time capsules, because you will be able to safeguard all of these memories in ways that you can't really do right now. So this is a lot of thoughtful opportunities for gifts as we approach the holidays. So a lot of people love these products, including anyone sentimental. Think about the people who take photos and videos of absolutely anything. People that loved family scrapbooks, family wedding albums, saving and preserving the very best times and remembering them as the years go on and reflecting on them and, making inside jokes about things that have happened. Those people understand the value of preservation, and they're going to absolutely love a Not Forgotten Time capsule. When you're gifting them one of these, it really shows that you love them, you care about them, you respect them, and you want to actually bottle up all of their advice, all of their, perspectives on life, what they've learned. You think it's so important. You want them to leave their legacy, and we can do that in our library. So really, really great opportunity to save what you want to. Now I'm going to actually share my screen and show you our Amazon storefront, so that you can decide which products that you like the best and kind of look through them and understand how to navigate our site. And then I'm going to show you the World Cat, so that you can understand how to find Not Forgotten Time capsules later on down the line. So here we are on the Amazon storefront, which is great. So we have all of the videos, which I'm going to show you this video as well, just like the Imagine video. Imagine all the things that you could do with these. But we've already done the unboxing. So for those of you who just joined, we are talking about the variety of different products that we have at Not Forgotten. And I was going to do it on engagement season, because November and October and September, I believe, are engagement season. But it was Veterans Day yesterday, so I don't want to forget the veterans. So we're just going to show you a variety and kind of illustrate how scalable these are, and also how universally appealing they are. The same exact products, but completely two different audiences, right? Like newly engaged and veterans, but the same thing applies to them, because we have 6 different products for them to choose from. And you guys can really go through and decide, what do you want? How much money do you want to spend? And what would suit, your personal needs the best? And that's what this product comparison sheet is for. So let's go ahead and look at all the categories that we have. We have the years it's preserved for. So as you guys know, or maybe it's new to you, Not Forgotten Time capsules can be preserved for up to 300 years, but we also do a shorter duration for 50 or 150. And I want to be really clear, once you buy a time capsule, it is not a subscription-based model. You buy it once, and we will preserve it for 50 or 150 or 300 years. So once you spend, the money, you're done. You don't have to worry about it. It's going to be there no matter what happens in the future. So first off, you can decide on how long you want it preserved for. So for me, I would like it at least preserved for 150 or 300 years. 150, by the way, is 5 generations of your family, and 300 years is 10. So it's like, if I'm going to do a Not Forgotten Time capsule, I'd rather go hard or go home, but that's just me and my opinion. So I would say 150 years. So now I'm looking at 3 options. Actually, I'd say 300 as well. Basically, I don't want the DIY 50 year. I want something a little bit more. I want a little extra. So then I'm like, okay, for me, DIY, I'm great at filming myself. I do it all the time. I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, and I know how to do it. But I want to treat myself. I want someone to do it for me. That is the time traveler or the in-home concierge. As you can see, these are all checked, which means that you do it yourself, right? DIY. Let's say that I don't want that. I want someone to do it for me, because I'm a lazy person. Great. Actually, I just like being treated like a celebrity, so I want to be interviewed by someone I don't know. But I also want to include digital storage, because I have a lot of photos and videos that would complement my beautiful video of myself talking. Okay, great. So what has additional storage? These 4 products. but I want I don't want DIY, so it's only these two right above my head. Wait, these two. Okay, great. So I'm looking at these two. This is awesome. I get a genealogy record. I get mapped to the International Time Capsule Society. They all do. I get a personalized library record. These ones have them. And then optional blockchain, I can do that. And then I also get a luxury folder, which, everyone can get. For me, personally, what I like and what I would want, I would either want the time traveler or the in-home concierge. But let's look at the prices. So now we look at the prices, and the in-home concierge is something you can only get on our website, by the way, because it's just an experience with a videographer, so they don't sell them like this on Amazon. So we're looking at the 5 products here. And I would get the time traveler, and that's $399, so I'm saving a lot of money. The in-home concierge is $1,500, and it's on Amazon Prime, so I can click that, and I can learn more about, everything that I want to get. There's 8 left in stock. You can order soon, and it would be shipped to you. Amazon does it really, really quickly, so Prime is perfect. And then, here it is. These are all of the product warranty, everything you need to know. But those are the products, and that's how it works. So if you click, if you want to learn how it works, this is the technology that we have, our advantage, how we preserve all of our stories, how to share a story, and then this kind of breaks it down in an even better way. And guys, I really want to show, these are our credentials, which I always say, but we are an OCLC library. We have an Ethereum smart contract. We've received the big innovation award, which is really great in 2020. And the products that we have are all here. Now, if you are not even sure where to start, but you're doing it for an occasion, go ahead and go to gifts, and then you can really understand. So like I said before, guys, it's engagement season. So wedding time capsules are a must. You kind of click over here, and you are brought to the Not Forgotten Time Capsules for weddings, and it gives you an idea on what you'd want to put into it. Love stories that endure, landmark moments. And this is a really good quote, I think, that really showcases why you'd want one. Imagine an 80-year-old couple being able to access, unpack, and revisit the story of their big day itself. From the invitations through the Jack and Jill party to the wedding website, the wedding video to the final dance of the night, no faffing with technology, no scratching around through thousands of old videos and drawers, just an old married couple, the grandchildren, the sofa, watching their young and gorgeous pre-wedding selves going through one of life's most significant experiences. So I want you guys to remember, this is for generations, that you can actually pull up the video and watch it with the people that you love. It's going to add a complete new level to storytelling, and I think that is the coolest thing about it. So let's say that, you're looking at all of these and you're saying, okay, I want, let's go back to the products. Now that I know what I want a premium product. I want something that's going to be cataloged on the WorldCat. I want it here. I want to get a library record. Okay. So then if you buy a memory box or the time traveler, in-home concierge, or the DIY 300-year time capsule, these will be premium, and you'll be able to find them on the WorldCat. What does that mean? So let's say that I choose to buy, like I said before, the time traveler, and I go over here and I buy it. What am I buying? I'm buying an hour with a professional videographer online. So all I do is I click a link, and I'm redirected into this platform that we have coded ourselves at Not Forgotten. So it's really high quality, like Skype or Zoom, but much higher quality. You click it, and you are met with a happy, Not Forgotten certified videographer on the other end of the screen. And they're going to talk to you, get to know you a little bit, and then interview you for about an hour, and of course, film it. Once they have an hour of footage, all you have to do is sit back, and the videographer does all of the work. They edit it and make sure it, comes together really beautifully into a 30-minute film that they will then put into our library, obviously give to you, and catalog on the WorldCat. So I want to show you guys what that means. What does that look like when you want to find your video later on? So let's say I made that video and it's amazing, and I'm talking to one of my friends, so I'm saying, yeah, I'll show you it. They don't have to have access to the video. All they have to do is go into the WorldCat. The WorldCat is the world's largest library catalog, like I said before, because we are a library, we're on this. So you would type in your first and last name. I'm going to show you guys my grandma's because hers is public. Everyone at Not Forgotten, by the way, when they make a time capsule and they catalog it and archive it into our library, they have the choice of doing public or private. The only reason you and I can open this video right now is because it is public. So, just a reminder. Now, when you click View Online, you're redirected into our library, and you can see my grandma's record. I literally show her every single time, so I have to, I want to show mine next episode. But that's my grandma's library record. She's super cute. We love her. And then when you go down, you can actually see the item description. You can also see the whole thing is transcribed and time-stamped. So if my grandma said something specifically, but I didn't want to watch the whole video over again, I could just look at this and look, you know, and look up a certain word or a phrase. For example, I used to live in Australia and England and all across the world. So if I wanted to look at the segment of my grandma talking about when she visited us abroad, I would just, you know, Command F London or whatever. Right here. Cool. So she's talking about my dad working in London. But great, amazing, we love that. So then you click the short-term storage link and you're redirected into our library where you can actually watch my grandma's video and learn all about her. So you guys can do this right now on your own screens if you want to. After we wrap up Amazon shopping, you can actually go ahead and watch my grandma's video if you want to get to know Linda a little bit better. But this is awesome because now, you know, we can watch it. There she is.
Anyways.
I just love her. But it was just her birthday, actually. She's a Scorpio. So this is my grandma, and this is the video, and it's great. And not only is it super, super easy to access, but right here, if you guys can see that, it's a download button. You can download it, you can use it, you can post it anywhere, you can email it to your friends, your family. It doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, this is all about ownership. You own your files. We do not own them. We archive them in our library and we take care of them for you so that they don't rot away from data rot and that they're not extremely hard to access from technology obsolescence. Like for example, if my grandma were to sit down and record herself, you know, saying some life advice to me, and she gives me a DVD and she says, "Here you go, Elyse. This is a DVD of me on it, telling you life stories. When I'm no longer around, watch it." Great idea in theory, right? But let's say I go to plug in the DVD in 5 years from now and data rot has infected it, it wasn't stored properly, and I can't play the video, it's glitching, something's not working. That's upsetting. But another scenario, let's go down a few years down the line and I'm going to, let's say like 5 or 10 years down the line, I'm going to play the DVD and suddenly I don't have a DVD player because I have an iPhone and I have a MacBook, you know, and I have all these other things. So I don't have a DVD player, and honestly, my new MacBook doesn't even have a place to put CDs and DVDs in the side like it used to anymore. So when we say technology obsolescence, things like technology is evolving so quickly that things that might have been brand new and shiny are now super, super old. So like a CD player is a great example. Obviously, a CD player is old. We have Spotify, we have streaming services, we have, you know, our iPhones that also have music on them, and people aren't using them anymore. So back to my example, my grandma gifts me a DVD with her saying all of her advice on it. At this point, I can't even figure out where to play the DVD, and that is what technology obsolescence is. I mean, there's new cords, there's new wires, everything is new, and you don't have to worry about constantly switching it out to make sure that it's the most compatible. We will do that, and that's what we do in our library. So just like at home, you would have to figure out how to get grandma on the DVD onto whatever is the newest and shiniest and high tech in technology that time, so you can actually watch it and enjoy it without having to get a really old DVD player and hope that it doesn't break and hope that the wires work and that, you know, your video doesn't disappear. And that is a huge issue. So I know for me personally, I have old phones that still have photos that I haven't been able to kind of get into the cloud. It's just been super confusing. And so I'm just going to start building memory boxes with all of like the segments of my life. So I'll have like high school, junior year, put all my photos from that and all my videos and whatever, just so I can save them and kind of build a docu-series of my life. So that's what I'm currently working on. If you guys would like to see that at some, you know, time, please comment below and let me know so that I can show you some real life examples of the ways that I've utilized it. And I know, you know, we love to do that here. We're super, super flexible, and I'm more than willing to show you anything that you want, including my own time capsule that I made in April of 2020 during the lockdown. But yeah, so this is the video, and that's how easy it is to get. And that's what I wanted to show you guys, because the navigation is very user-friendly. So the World Cap, you know, you can access this video from wherever, whenever you want to, and that's how easy it is. So those are the products. There's 6 different ones. There's 5 available on Amazon. And, you know, we love Amazon. If you're going to buy them, you might as well buy them on Amazon, because we have a Prime thing going on as well. And then lastly, I'm going to show you guys the Imagine video, and also just maybe our Amazon wedding video. We'll see. First off, I'll show you the Imagine video, because if you're listening and you're saying, I don't have a bride, I don't have a veteran to honor, but I do want to make these time capsules, and I don't know exactly how to use them, this is a great idea for you to imagine some more possibilities where this would be useful for you. Okay guys, I also want to show you one last thing, which is the wedding ad that our creative director Josh created. So shout out to him for this beautiful Amazon. Okay guys, so that is our episode for today. If you want me to get even more specific, if you have any questions, as always, please comment below so I can adjust my episodes to your liking. I want to make sure that everything I'm doing here is helpful, and I hope you guys know that when you walk away, this is everything that you will receive if you do purchase it right now on Amazon. At the end of the day, we are combining the highest, preservation expertise. We use incredibly high archiving standards, intelligent tracing tools to make sure your time capsules never get lost, exclusive mapping technology, and then a process of meticulously cataloging each time capsule. So you know that when you go through the effort of making a video with us, that it will be there. If you catalog all of or you archive all of your old family files, they will be there, and you don't have to worry about them. We safeguard all of your memories for up to 10 generations of your family to enjoy. And we do pride ourselves on making the technology extremely easy to use. So don't shy away if tech is not your thing. The brochure really breaks it down in a really user-friendly way. So that's not, a hassle for you or your loved ones to put together a time capsule. We know how important memories are here at Not Forgotten, and that's why we are committed to protecting them. If you guys want to go ahead and buy one right now on Amazon, you will not regret it. It was a great experience that I had, and doing it myself allows me to really understand the value of the product. So if you guys want to create one, please do so. Send me your videos. I'd love to see what they're like. And this is a very unique product. It's you won't find anything like this on the market, in my opinion. It's very unique to Not Forgotten. So if you guys are interested and you want to try it out, buy one right now on Amazon. And once you decide that you love it, buy one for your family and friends as a gift, since we have holiday season quickly approaching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I will see you this time next Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we can go deeper and deeper into some ideas for Thanksgiving time capsules. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll